This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. In motion goes Dom. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. That catch number 40 on the season for him. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Come on. Hey, like Cowboys. 7 Pirates.
Daniels gonna throw again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown Commanders. His 12th touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got the 2021 Heisman list. That's Devontae Smith. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
3rd and 10.
Tap to 60, tap to 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. To the left side, taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get it even 20 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. 22 yards for pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Again, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. So after one, it's the Commanders with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long. To the air again. Hurts. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Hurts again. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
On the jump. 19 right. 2.
In motion goes Dobbs. Daniels now on first down. He'll drop this for Etienne. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Throwing now. Daniel. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. That is taken at the 10. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On first down, it's Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 44-yard line.
On first down, Daniel. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On second down, it's Daniel. Pass to McLaurin, they connect again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
The motion man here is McLaurin. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
From the set. Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80. Cuddy.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Washington. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go. They make a big stop for no gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. That one's caught by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is to continue to work the clock.
And he will score! Dallas Goddard, touchdown, Philadelphia.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Hurts will try it again. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Come on. 19 targets.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Right side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got it. And he's in. Harry Flurry. Touchdown, Commanders. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Off the play fake, Hurts. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Here's Lane. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 36-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 9.
Get up.
Daniels now going to look to throw. He's swung out to ETN. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
70.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
On the check. Ready.
The motion man here is McClure.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Now a screen set up for ETN. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McClure. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
32-yard line.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Daniels going to throw again. Out wide. It's Dobbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
Here we go.
line.
They'll give it to ETN on the option. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Once again, it's ETN. Yeah. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Washington Commanders
Ready.
first down.
ETN. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with ETN. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
A short one taken at the 10. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's taken in left side by Smith. Down the sideline. Devontae Smith. And one effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Next to the score. Commanders 44. Eagles 22. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
34-yard line.
Tag! Cowboy 80!
In motion goes Dobbs. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And falls incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up second down.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 18. Right here. Liking 18.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Luka 19.
From the shotgun on third down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't touch that. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts working in the pistol. To the right side, caught by Donovan. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
And And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. He'll try to run here with Barkley.
I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that rail.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
70. Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Moving to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
1918.
They'll throw with Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
18 Cardinal.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Warriors, let's go. Kennedy Lions. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of 1st down.
Offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
Panther 60.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
No touch that. On anyone, huh? No touch.
Hurts to throw. Rolling to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
No touch that. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Round up, Yanni. No touch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Great, set. Hey, 73. On anyone, huh? No touch that. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Again, Hurts. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Great, set. On anyone, huh? No touch.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's got it inside the 5. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Commander's 7-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. 2nd down, goal to go.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll have a Commanders first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
And the Washington first down.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the give, it's Etienne. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
That's good.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
First down.
And in motion, it's Diggs. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.